All right, what happened is I lost my battery. My battery went dead on my video camera. We're just about through with this thing. We were doing the boots. The soles on the boots, which is no big deal with a and as you can see, I'm not a perfectionist. Oh boy. I want to remind all you young people out there, and older people as well, a very tragic thing happened several days ago. I'm just going to stop for a minute because this is pretty serious. My brother that passed away with leukemia, his stepdaughter, she's around 40 years old. She was on a head-on collision in Baytown, Texas, with a 19-year-old boy. And this, thank God, my sister-in-law is alive. Excuse me, my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law's daughter is alive. But the 19-year-old's dead. And he was killed instantly. And the report established that what I guess you would call my niece, in a way she would be my niece, I guess, in other words, even though she's not by blood, because since she was 4 years old, my brother took care of her. So in a way that would be my niece, but my step niece, as we might say. But it's really weighing hard on her because this 19-year-old is dead now. But folks, let me just tell you what the police report found. It found that this young man was texting. My step-niece said she was just going down the road and this car just veered over and hit her head on. And they found through the records of the phone, and he was in the middle of texting someone. And now he's dead because of that. Now, you know, this is carving, I know. But, folks, we're going to have to get, you know, I'm sorry, it angered me, it really does, because we as Americans don't have more sense than this. You know, I know we're young, I know we're stupid, I know things happen, but I know older people that do the same thing. These cell phones, I mean, I'm for cell phones, I have one, I do not use it while I'm driving, but these cell phones, I believe, in the future will be one of the largest problems of accidents, because I've almost been hit several times with them and stuff, and this is not but today, they're burying a 19-year-old boy because he couldn't wait. He was texting his friends, and he lost control of his car and almost killed my stepniece. She's in the hospital, but she's going to make it. She's doing fine. But this is all because someone couldn't wait 5 minutes, you know, from texting. And I believe that, like I said, texting and cell phones are going to be the #1 killer of automobile accidents one day. In fact, I think right now a lot of them that occur, people won't admit it, but that's exactly what they were doing. They were texting. And I tell you, it's a tragic, tragic thing. So please, people, we've got to have more common sense in this. Come on. I mean, you know, maybe I'm an older person, maybe I don't, and I'm not young and think I'm vulnerable, but we've got to have more sense than this. I'm not against cell phones. Cell phones for emergencies, that's what I use mine for, are very, very important. But they also kill you if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. And even being on a cell phone hands-free, you You're not going to tell me that that person is not thinking about something else, because they are. They're thinking about the phone call and stuff. So please, for God's sakes, just to stay in this world, don't get on a cell phone when you're driving, and especially don't try to text. Good gravy alive. But here's a 19-year-old that now his life is never going to go and be a part of anything. He's dead now. And it's a very, very sad thing. So I didn't mean to stop all of a sudden, but I just got to thinking about that. And for you young people and even middle-aged and older people that are doing this, for God's sakes, please don't do this. I mean, it's such a sad incident now. A young person is dead, and thank God the Lord Jesus kept saved my stepniece from being killed also. Could have been 2 lives that were dead. And my sister-in-law just lost my brother about a year and a half ago, and I think that would have just put her over the top if that would have happened in such a way. So, I'm not going to get any more into that. I'm just saying, please think about what's just happened with this situation. Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt that, but that was a tragic incident that just happened in our lives. I mean, my sister-in-law's life. Okay. I'm going to go a little bit deeper on the... And then you're... This will fit there. All right, well, I tell you what, we just about got this thing done. Now, let me go ahead and wet this. All right, now a lot of people, okay, here we go. Look at that. Let me kind of come up. A lot of people ask me how you clean up, and this is how I clean up. I take this piece, now watch this wood whenever I do that. Look at that, see? I take it and I keep it wet, and I'll come in here and I'll take these little pieces off, just like that. And that's cleaning up a carving, folks. That's the way I clean them up. You get them wet, and you can cut, and it doesn't. You don't have the leftovers like a normal. See, watch when you cut that wood. See how smooth the it leaves, and then you get in these corners and stuff like that, and but you wet the wood is what you do. Then you come back and very slowly, lightly, begin to remove those burrs, as we say, like in these areas in here. Remove the burrs, and I'll sharpen my knife again. See you clean that out in there? And that's how a lot of people say, well, how do you clean up a carving? Well, that's how I do it. I take and I keep the wood wet, and then when you cut, you don't have any splinters. Nice clean. See? Along in there. See the woods, whenever you don't have any burrs. Whenever you cut it when it's wet like that. Do it real slow. But that's, a lot of people have asked me, how do you clean it? What's the process of cleaning up a carving? It's simply getting the wood wet, And you don't leave the burrs, see? That a normal one would do. Okay, well there's our little sailor. And we're going to go through the, see? Even the V-tool. We're going to go through the carving and the painting both on this figure as we do it. All right. See, and you take your V-tool, this area where it's wet. You don't leave the burrs. Okay. God bless you now. Thank you. And this has been a nice little project. I'm gonna have the, actually I'm not gonna worry about any eyes on this one. I'm just gonna have the thing over the eye, over the eyes. So I had it to begin with, it coming that further. Okay. God bless you now. And thank you for my friend asking me, getting this done. And let me wet it one more time. It dries out quick, so you have to keep wetting it. There you go. Out of a block of wood, folks. So you can carve a piece out of a block of wood. You just have to remove a lot of wood. And if you don't think so, let me take my camera and focus it. Let me just show you. Let me just show you all the wood. I'm gonna look at the, let me come back this way. All the wood that's on the floor there, as you can see, it's all over the floor. So that's a lot of wood chips, folks, and on the floor. So anyway, okay, God bless you now. So you just have to remove a lot of wood, that's all. Okay, God bless you.